Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Welcome in mathematics class. So without wasting our time, let us start our today's session. In our previous session, we have discussed decimal expansion of rational numbers. Okay, what this expansion says that decimal expansion of rational number is terminating or non-terminating recurring, and decimal expansion of irrational number is non-terminating and non-recurring. Okay, so using this concept, let us start to solve our exercise number 1/1.3. So first question is, write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. That means we have to convert this rational number in decimal form and we have to say the type of decimal expansion. That is, it is either terminating, non-terminating, recurring or whatever. Okay, so let us start here. First example, look at here. First example is 36 upon 100. Now 100 is equal to 10 raised to 2, right? Now when I move the 10 raised to 2 in numerator, the sign of index will be changes. That means we get here 36 into 10 raised to negative 2, which is equal to 0.36. Since we multiplied by 10 raised to negative 2. When we multiplied by 10 raised to negative power, when we multiplied 10 raised to negative power, the decimal point shifted towards left 2 places. Okay, decimal point moves left side 2 places. Okay, or remember, whenever we divide the number 100 to the any number, decimal point shifted towards the left 2 places. That means here we get 0 upon 36. So 36 upon 100 is equal to 0.36. That means this decimal expansion is terminating. This decimal expansion is terminating. Okay students? It is very simple example. Now look at the second example here, 1 upon 11. Okay, look at here, 1 upon 11. Now 1 is less than 11. That means numerator is less than denominator. Okay, so here my first quotient is 0. My first quotient is 0. I put here decimal point and put the 0 on 1. Now again 10 is also not divisible by 11. So that's why I put here another 0. Now the number is 100. Okay. Here 10 is not divisible. So second quotient is also 0 here. And I place 0 on 10. So my number is here 100, that is dividend is 100. So 11 nines are 99. 11 nines are 99. 100 minus 99 is 1. Okay, so remainder is again 1. So I place here 0. Now the 10 is not divisible by 11. So here quotient is 0. Again I place 0 on the 10, so now number is 100 and 100 is divisible by 11, that is 11 nines are 99. Again I get 0 here. Okay, so I put here 0. Now this 10 is not divisible by 11, that means the quotient is 0. Okay, so for this again I put 0 on the 10. Now 11 nines are 99, right? So 100 minus 99 is 1. Now again I get the remainder is 1. Look at here quotient. Here quotient we get 0, 9, 0, 9, 0, 9. That means we get the repeated block of numbers. Okay, we get the same. We get the block of same digits of numbers. Right? That means here we get 1 upon 11 is equal to 0.090909 and so on. Okay, 0.090909 and so on. That means we get here 09 is the same block of same block in repeated times. Okay, so we can write this as 0.09 bar. Okay, that means this decimal expansion is non-terminating and recurring. This decimal expansion is non-terminating, recurring. Okay, do you get this? Okay. Now look at here the third example, 3 upon 13. 3 upon 13. So here 3 is the dividend and 13 is divisor. Okay. So now denominator is less than numerator here. Okay. So my first quotient is 0. So I put here 0. Now 30 is divisible by 13. So 13, now here 13 twos are 26, right? 13 twos are 26. So 30 minus 26, that means remainder is 4. Okay, again now 4 is not divisible by 13. So I place here 0. Now 13 threes are 39. 13 threes are 39. 40 minus 39 is 1. Now remainder is 1. Again I place here 0. Now this 10 is not divisible by 13. Okay. So I place here 0. So I place here 0 and put the 0 on this 10. Okay. Now 13 sevens are 91. So 100 minus 91 is 9. Okay. Now this 9 is not divisible by 13. So I place here 0. Okay. So now 13 6 are 78. Here 13 6 are 78. So 19 minus 78. That means here we get 12. 12 is in the remainder. Now also 12 is not divisible by 13. So I place here again 0. Okay. So now 13 nines are 117. So now remainder is 3. Okay. So we start with 3 upon 13. Okay. So 3 is the dividend and 13 is the divisor. Now here again we get the remainder is 3. Now that means now this 3 is not divisible by 13. That means we get the same number of block in the quotient. Okay. If we proceed further, then we get the same number of block in the quotient, since here the remainder is 3. So for this I place 0 on this 3. Now my quotient is 2, like this. 30 minus 26 is 4. Now remainder is again 4. I place 0 here. Okay. So by this same way we get the same number of remainders. That's why we get the same number of quotient, same number of block of quotient here. Okay. That means this sequence is also non-terminating and recurring. Okay. So this 3 upon 13 is also 3 upon 13. This decimal expansion is also non-terminating, recurring. Okay. Do you get the idea about this? Okay. Now look at the third example here. 4 1 upon 8. Okay. Now this is the mixed fraction. First we have to convert this mixed fraction into simple fraction. So we get here 4 8s are 32 plus 1, that is 33 divided by 8. Now here dividend is 33 and 8 is divisor. So let us start here. 33 divided by 8. Okay, now first question is 4. 8 fours are 32. Now 33 minus 32 is 1. Remainder is 1. Now this 1 is not divisible by 8. So I place here 0. Okay, and here there is a decimal point. Now 8 ones are 8. Now remainder is 2. Right? Now this is 2 is not divisible by 8. So I place here 0. Okay. Now 8 twos are 16. 8 twos are 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. Now remainder is 4. Again I place 0 since 4 is not divisible by 8. Now 8 fives are 40. That means 40 minus 40 is equal to 0. Now here we get the remainder is 0. That means this decimal expansion is terminating. Right? Here 4 1 upon 8, that is 33 upon 8. Answer of this is 4.125. Therefore, this decimal expansion is terminating here. Okay students, do you understand this all 1, 2, 3 examples? Right? Okay. Again, here the fifth example is 2 upon 11. Fifth example is 2 upon 11. Okay, so let us start here. 2 divided by 11. Here also denominator is greater than numerator. Okay, so that means here our first quotient is 0. Our first quotient is 0. Okay, so I put here 0 on 2 and place here the decimal point. Now 11 ones are 11. Now 20 minus 11 is 9. Okay, now 9 is not divisible by 11. So I place here 0. Now 11 8s are 88. Right? 11 8s are 88. Again I get 90 minus 88. 90 minus 88 is 2. Now my remainder is 2. So now check. Here we start with 2 divided by 11. And the same number get in the denominator. So this shows that here we get the repeated block of numbers in quotient. Okay. If I process further, then I put 0 on this 2. Then again I get 11 ones are 11. So 20 minus 11 is 9. Again I put 0 on the 9. 11 8s are 88. Again I get the remainder 2. That means here this decimal expansion is non-terminating and we get the repeated numbers of block in quotient. Okay. So this 2 upon 11 is equal to what? 0.1818 and so on. So it can be written as 0.18 bar. That means this decimal expansion is non-terminating, recurring. Non-terminating, recurring. Okay. Now last example for this first question is 329 upon 400. Look at the student here. 329 upon 400. So for simplification I can write here 329 upon 4 into 100. This 400 can be splitted as 4 into 100. Okay. So 329 upon 4 into 1 upon 100. Okay. So first I calculate the answer of 329 upon 4. So here 329 upon 4. Now here 4 8s are 32. Remainder is 0. Then I place here 9. Now 4 2s are 8. Now remainder is 1. Now this 1 is not divisible by 4. So therefore I put here 0. Now 4 2s are 8. Now 10 minus 8 is 2. Again 2 is not divisible by 4. I place here 0. Now 4 5s are 20. So now this gets remainder 0. That means 329 upon 4. The answer is 82.25. Right? So now here I write the answer is 329 upon 400 is equal to, the answer of 329 upon 4 is 82.25 into divided by 100. Okay. Now, if whenever we divide the number by 100, the decimal point shifted 2 places left. Okay. When we divide the number 100 to the any number, decimal point shifted towards left 2 places. So here the decimal point shifted 2 places, 1 and 2 here. That means we get here 0.8225. 0.8225. So this expansion is what? Terminating. Whenever we get the denominator is 0, then the decimal expansion is terminating. Okay. So students, all of you clear the idea about decimal expansion, terminating, non-terminating and recurring. Okay. So look at here the second example. It's very simple. If 1 upon 7 is equal to 0.142857 bar, 0.142857 bar. This bar indicates that this block of numbers in repeated times. We get here this block of numbers in repeated times. So this says that this decimal expansion is non-terminating and recurring, right? That this decimal expansion is non-terminating and recurring. Can you predict what the decimal expansion of 2 upon 7, 3 upon 7, 4 upon 7, 5 upon 7 and 6 upon 7. Now we have to find the decimal expansion for all these. Okay. So without actually doing the long division, okay, without doing the division, we have to solve this. So we have given that 1 upon 7 is equal to 0.142857 bar. Okay. Now we have to find 2 upon 7. Now this 2 upon 7 is equal to what? 2 into 1 upon 7. Right? 2 into 1 upon 7. We know the value for 1 divided by 7. That means 2 into 1 upon 7. Value of 1 upon 7 is this. 0.142857 bar. Whenever we multiplied by 2 to this number, we get this answer. Okay, you students check this answer is right or wrong. Okay, so we get this answer for 2 upon 7. That means 2 upon 7 is equal to this 0.285714 bar. Simply we multiplied by 2 for this decimal expansion. Okay. Same way 3 upon 7, 4 upon 7, 5 upon 7 and 6 upon 7 can be calculated. Okay. For the 3 upon 7 we get here 3 into 1 upon 7. Then we multiplied here 3 to this number. Okay. So this is very simple. Okay. So can you solve this? Yes. So now we solve here third example. Okay. Express the following in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. Now we have to express the following in the form of P upon Q. Remember students, in last session we have solved some example for this type. Okay, we have to solve such examples of this type. So here the first example is 0.6 bar. Here the first example is 0.6 bar. Now this 6 bar, this bar indicates that this decimal expansion, this bar indicates that this decimal expansion is non-terminating and recurring. That means we get the number 6 is repeated times in the quotient. Okay, so that 0.6 bar, this can be written as 0.6666 and so on. That means we get here 6 in the quotient repeated times. This shows that this decimal expansion is non-terminating and recurring. Okay, so we have to find the rational number for this decimal expansion. Okay, it is the reverse process. Here we have given the decimal expansion and we have to find the rational number for the same. Okay, so let us start here. We don't know about this value since this number is in the repeated form. So let us call it at x. Let x is equal to 0.666 and so on. Okay, now the number, only one number is repeated after the decimal point. Only the one number is repeated after decimal point. So we multiplied by 10 on both sides. Okay, do you remember this? Multiply by 10 on both sides. Therefore, we get here 10x is equal to 10 into 0.666 and so on. Okay, now this will equal to 10 into 0.666. Okay, that means whenever we multiply the number 10, the decimal point is shifted one place to the right. Okay, that means here we get 6.66 and so on. That is 10x is equal to 6.66. Now we have to convert this number in the form of x. Therefore, we split this number 6.6x is in the form of 6 plus 0.6, right? We split this number 6.66 in the form of 6 plus 0.6, right? So now this 0.6666 and so on, this is the x. Okay, so I replace this number by x. So here I get 10x is equal to 6 plus x. Okay, now when I change the place of x here, when I change the place of x here, this x becomes negative. So 10x minus x is equal to 6. That means 10x minus x is 9x is equal to 6. Therefore, value of x is equal to 6 upon 9. Okay, so by dividing by 3 to numerator and denominator, we get here 2 upon 3. So here value of x is equal to 2 upon 3. But the x is what? 0.666 and so on. Therefore, 0.666 and so on, that is 0.6 bar is equal to what? 2 upon 3. That means from this decimal expansion 0.6 bar, we find the rational number P upon Q, that is 2 upon 3. Okay, so this is very simple example. Students, do you understand this? Okay, shall I go further? Okay, so now next example is here 0.47 bar. 0.47 bar. Now in this example here 0.47 bar, that means the two digits 47 are repeated. We get the same block of numbers in the quotients. They are 47, 47 and so on. Here 2 points or 2 numbers after the decimal points are repeated. Here the 2 numbers after the decimal points repeated, therefore we multiplied by 100 here. Okay, in previous example only 1 point after the decimal point is repeated, therefore we multiplied by 10. Okay, but in this example after the decimal points 2 numbers are repeated, so we multiplied by 100 here. Okay, so let us take this number as, let x is equal to 0.4747 and so on. So I multiplied by 100 here, multiply by 100 on both sides, multiply by 100 on both sides. So by multiplying by 100 on both sides, we get here 100x is equal to 0.4747 and so on into 100. Okay, now whenever we multiplied 100 to the number, the decimal point shifted 2 places right. Okay, decimal point shifted 2 places right. So here we get 47.47, 47 and so on. Okay, now we have to write this number in the form of x, but the value of x is here 0.47. So we can write here 47 plus 0.47, 47 and so on. Okay, 47 plus 0.4747 and so on. Okay, this will equal to 47 plus 0.4747 is x. Okay, so now we can change the place of this x. 100 minus x is equal to what? 47. Now 100 minus x is 100x minus x is 99x. So 99x is equal to here 47. Therefore value of x is 47 upon 99. Okay, value of x is here 47 upon 99. Therefore we get here 0.47 bar is equal to 47 upon 99. Okay, this is rational number of the decimal expansion 0.47 bar. Okay students.